one's gonna understand your vision better than you. You know, back in 2017, over here on Mac, making money on the internet wasn't a thing. No one thought it was possible for real, you know? And like I had mentioned, I used to play ball up at Adrian, but then I, stopped hooping, and I just sold lots and lots of weed because I wanted money. I wanted money to invest into what I'm doing right now. I saw my first courses with Tai Lopez, and I knew it was possible. And I used to use the profits from selling weed to get artists like Payroll, All-Star JR, Nisha Nashay, B. Ryan, etc. All-Star League came through once, FNBDZ came through once, like with JR. I used to use the profits from weed to pay these guys to come out to perform out in Adrian. And, like I talked about before, the parties collapsed. And once the parties collapsed, I didn't want to keep selling weed. I didn't want to keep selling pills. I put all my money, all my re-up money, everything into those parties, and I lost it all. Knowing I have to come back to this bitch, back to Mac, if I lost everything. Because where else am I go? Like, for real, where else am I go? And I'll never forget not having a car, coming up to this gas station right here, selling cell phone accessories just to get a couple dollars to try to get some food across the street at the little dollar store. And, just having a vision of like, damn, bro, I gotta figure this out. I know I can make 6 figures in the next year and a half online, but like, I don't even got a computer. I know what I need to do, but how the fuck do I make it work? So I'll never forget, man, just all the days walking up and down Mac, catching a bus up and down Mac, catching a bus from Mac and catching a bus up Van Dyke all the way to 12 Mile, and 12 Mile, or excuse me, taking the bus from Van Dyke all the way up to 12 Mile, and taking 12 Mile all the way up to Southfield just so I can work at Punchline Comedy Lounge, and taking all them buses back, bro, and I'm doing this to work as a server at Punchline Comedy Lounge, but at the time, they, I wasn't proven. The way to make money online wasn't proven. They let me run ads, but for real, I was a server there. Today, I just ran ads for Rick Ross's baby mama, that came out last week, that pulled Cash Doll out to the show. We ran ads on Charleston White coming through, and other big stars. And then on top of that, today, man, I used to dream about just being able to drive up and down this bitch. Because I was walking in the snow, walking in the cold, just like this. Ride my bike in the snow, in the cold, just like this. You feel me? Like, going all the way up to Woodward and going to the library. So I'm only saying all this to say no one's gonna see your vision, bro. Who would thought 2 years later, after losing all my money, that I'd be riding up and down this bitch with hundreds of thousands of dollars of packages on the way to the post office. Pulling around here, dropping off bread to my little cousins who've been helping me out. And I'm just saying this to say, no one can see your vision that God gave you. You feel me? Stay consistent. Stay consistent. Whatever it is that you pursuing in life, like to become financially free, financially stable, dog. Don't listen to nobody who hasn't achieved anything that you want, who hasn't even been there. There's one thing that at least had been there and fell off, and they giving you some advice because they still have insight on how to get there. You feel me? Like, I've generated $14 million now for my clients, and I come back here, one, to be a father. You feel me? Like, that's number one. But two, like, don't know where on the earth motivate me like Detroit, like motivate me like Mac specifically, like this part of Mac specifically. Like, I grew up, like, this neighborhood made me want to get rich. I used to ride around here thinking, man, over here is too fucked up for me to die and not make no change around here, not make no impact around here ever in my life. For real. I still feel that same way today. Just feel like I'm actually getting to a place where I can really do some shit about it. Outside of putting bread in niggas' pockets, you know, I want to start building up all the vacant property that got tore down. You know, it's a lot of abandoned houses that turned into just acres of land on the east side. And it's cool because growing up, it used to be kind of depressing just seeing all these burnt, abandoned houses on your block, like every single day. All you riding past, all you seeing every day, graffiti everywhere, homeless motherfuckers everywhere. So now that that's cleaned up, it's time to build it up. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just see it. I just see more as I keep riding down this bitch, man. I ain't gonna lie. So, you know, can't nobody get in the way of the vision God gave you. Just execute it.